Today we will touch on an important topic as security concerns everyone. I remind you that you can subscribe to the channel, turn on VPN. Enjoy watching. You must understand that every step of yours is being recorded: website visits, ordering food or taxis, listening to your favorite track, or watching a spicy video. All of this is being recorded and stored. Knowledge accumulates and then is actively used by interested parties. It would be nice to know who is collecting this data. What information about yourself are you providing to them? These collectors can be conditionally divided into two groups. The first group is digital device and software vendors: Apple, Google, Samsung, Xiaomi, Microsoft, Yandex. They are well known, but for them, you are an anonymous user. They are interested in selling you along with millions of other users to advertisers. The second group is service providers, which are practically useless, but are forced to collect data because of the law. However, they can also be a danger to you, my friend. They work closely with various structures such as the FSB, FBI, NSA, MI6, and many others, as well as with vendors of various services. These guys are very interested in user MI555GA getting an address, phone number, passport data, photos, voice samples, fingerprints, and so on. How can you protect yourself from these curious eyes? Unfortunately, it is almost impossible to completely disappear, but you can blend in with the crowd. Firstly, you should have separate devices for personal communication and work. It can be a smartphone, tablet, computer, or laptop. It doesn't matter. The main thing is to use it only as a work tool. Secondly, secure communication. Tor is an excellent solution, but one Tor is not enough. The fact of using the Tor browser is difficult to hide from the provider, so you should also have a VPN. When choosing a VPN provider, carefully study the privacy policy and user agreement of the service you like. Check the news and legal address of the company. The company's office should be as far away as possible from your real location. Without servers in the country of your residence, it will complicate obtaining information about you through the VPN service. Also, the company providing the service should not be mentioned in news related to cybercrime. Of course, everyone writes that nothing is stored about you, but you should not believe them on their word. The task of VPN is to hide the fact of using Tor, no more. We also do not recommend using the same VPN for work and, for example, watching Netflix. Nothing personal should be transmitted through VPN. Device communication has been established. What's next? The operating system on your work device should use Linux, Kali, Tails on your computer, and Vula OS on your phone. The topic of operating systems is too broad, and it is impossible to fully disclose it in an informal conversation. For now, it is enough to understand the main idea. Windows and Mac OS are created by companies that collect information about you without your consent. Do you remember the accept button in the window with the text you never read? What do we have left? Oh, yes, the application with which you will communicate and enter the session. It doesn't make sense to bother with an operating system on which you will then install Yandex browser, right? The basic rules here are quite simple. Commercial applications go to our blacklist. Services that use phone numbers for identification also go there. It is also advisable not to use a new program, as they can easily turn out to be a trap. For the trusting, what can we use then? Weola, Jabber for communication. Tor, a browser for surfing, including Onion sites, LibreOffice, a replacement for Word, Excel. Vula, a good non-custodial wallet. You can find more information about Vula products on the website. External observation can be of various types. First, wiretapping of your phone and close relatives. A standard procedure for law enforcement agencies. It is also important to know that through a vulnerability in the 3G protocol, any phone can be turned into a microphone and the situation can be listened to. Second, reading messages and messengers. Keep in mind that WhatsApp is read like the alphabet. Telegram is also read perfectly. However, officially, it does not provide data, and the information obtained cannot be used for the case. Weola allows you to communicate both through Telegram servers and through its own security servers. Thirdly, if you want to protect your privacy, it is recommended to use a secure email service. Email is an essential part of modern communication, but it is also a prime target for cybercriminals. A secure email service can protect your messages from being intercepted, read, or deleted by unauthorized parties. Some of the most popular secure email services include ProtonMail, Tudnota, and Hushmail. Fourthly, you should be careful about what you share on social media. Social media platforms are a treasure trove of personal information that can be exploited by cybercriminals, advertisers, and other third-party entities. To protect your privacy on social media, you should limit the amount of personal information you share, use strong and unique passwords, and adjust your privacy settings to control who can see your posts and profile. Lastly, always keep your devices and software up to date. Software updates often contain important security patches that can protect your devices from known vulnerabilities and attacks. By keeping your devices and software up to date, you can reduce the risk of being hacked or infected with malware. In conclusion, protecting your privacy and security online and in real life requires awareness, diligence, and effort. By following these simple tips, you can reduce the risk of being targeted by cybercriminals and other malicious actors. Stay safe out there.